pure bhakti, kevala bhakti, to the unfortunate souls in this material world. And so he has entered into Leela, but he is always performing this Leela with Mahaprabhu. Nitya Parikar Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well, Nityananda Prakash, manifesting in the world continuously as Mahaprabhu performing his pastimes. So it's also great jubilation. Actually, the Tirubhav and Avirbhav are non-different. The Vaishnavas. Die to live, while living spread the holy name of God. So, by great good fortune, we're here celebrating this. We'll be able to hear from the transcendental glories of Srila Vaibhava Puri from Pujapai Swarup Maharaja. So my connection with Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Maharaj, 96 or maybe 97, maybe I forget. But he also came to the Western world in the place now it's called New Braj, Badger. So Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Maharaj came there as well. What was that? Bhakti Vaibhava Tirtha?
Bhakti Vaibhava Tirtha.
Bhakti Vaibhava Tirtha. And the Sudha Vaishnavas. So then I stopped Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Maharaj in Mexico, I think, first time. Unless he was in the Bay Area before that. Anyway, in Mexico. And there's many disciples in Mexico, actually. I had always been there a few times. And then I had good fortune in Europe. I was visiting devotees and Austria, Innsbruck, and Mr. and Mrs. Conrad. They're both named Conrad. One's Kamalanath. Kamalanath. And his wife's name? Kamalanath. Anyway, I call him Mr. and Mrs. Conrad. So, and Innsbruck was famous because it was a place where the Olympic Games were, the Winter Games. That was my first or second time there, I forget, visiting them. It was so nice. And they're disciples of Srila Vaibhava Puri Maharaj, so he was visiting there at the same time. I was wow. So I think I was there for 1 or 2 days. But I remember he was just so gracious and so accommodating and so friendly. He didn't have any air of particularly because of his exalted personality. Just humble and sweet and friendly. But when he spoke, it was so sedant, so much tactful, sedanta. And it's a simple thing, like some bandha began and a little prayoja. But he was really sweet and really profound, and he was so brave. And the Guru Nishta just emanated from him. And he was put in charge. He was good friends with Sri Bhakti Vigyan Keshav Maharaj and Sri Bhakti Siddhanta. not sure if it was both, but he was editor of Hari-katha. Was that the daily? Daily. Can you imagine that? Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was asked, how can you have a daily? Why did they ask Bhakti Guru Srila Prabhupada? How is it possible to have a daily journal of Vaishnavas? How is it possible, he said. And this was an erudite member of that assembly. Not only was a Paiswal, but he was very erudite, scholarly. He had a position, I forget his position on that. He said, how is it possible? So Srila Prabhupada said, I am considering it very amazing. You think this is amazing, but I think it's very amazing. A person of your status is asking, how is this possible? This material world comprised in the 14 planetary system is just 1/4, and that's just an external example of the whole real creation. But there's in this material world, there's newspapers every day. Each city and country have their own newspapers every day. So you're asking, how is it possible in that supreme realm that this place is just an insignificant shadow? That's amazing to me. Not that this. So, Srila Vaibhava Puri is the editor. So also I saw him in Vrindavan, of course. His month there is Seva Kunj. And in Mayapur, Sri Chaitanya Mission. And also Puri. Very nice temple in Puri. But my interactions were not so, sometimes I would be doing program in Vrindavan, and then he would be coming with his entourage, and I'd stop and I'd pay my dhanavas, I'd get up, touch his feet, but he was so friendly and so gracious. And what a divine personality to benedict this world and be a part of the Saraswati part of our family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, family of Sri Saraswati, Gosvami Prabhupada, giving this message. One time I read that he was performing some sickness lila, sickness pastime. Before he eventually entered, he did his longer sickness time, entered in his leaving, or entering into lila. Well, before, so he wasn't eating anything. He was only taking little charnamrita every day. And so his sevaks, disciples, they approached Bhakti Vaibhava, Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj. He said, "Oh Maharaj, our Gurudev has so much affection for you and respect for you. Could you please talk to our Guru Maharaj, because he's not eating anything. He takes a little charnamrita and he's becoming weaker and weaker. He can barely, he can't stand up, he can barely move." So Srila Bharati Maharaj spoke to him and said, "Maharaj, what are you doing? Please, take some prasadam. Your sevaks and shishas, they're an anxiety. Please give this up and take prasadam and preach to everyone." So then he began taking prasadam. And another doctor came also, ordered him to, Bharati Maharaj told him to take some preparations. I forget what it was, because he's also a homeopathic and Ayurvedic scholar. I forget what he told him to take. And then an Ayurvedic physician came, Kaviraj came, and had him take some lime juice and something else. So then, Srila Bhakti Maharaj says that next time he came to the Math, then he was taking Erugum and different things, and was getting healthy. And then after that, he went on the world tour. Maharaj with him on many of those times. And this morning, I was watching some videos of him giving classes. And we're accustomed to seeing devotees when they give class, that we're accustomed to. They sit there with their laptop open, and they, and I was so amazed seeing Srila Maharaj and the senior devotees under him, Tirthan Maharaj, Vaibhava Maharaj, others. Never any notes, just shastra, just flowing out of their tongue. And he was like this, just flowing nectar, siddhanta, shlokas after shlokas but so siddhantically clear, because it is in his heart. So on this divine disappearance lila of his entering into lila, we prayed to this divine personality. Please, Holy Vaishnava Tattva Dvarasa Vaitasa Kovam Jai Vega Jogi Jai Dosha Shri Jai Vimate Ami Tokanga Pushma Pushma Bharatai Tava Pachi Pachi. We pray for His divine mercy. Continue to shower upon us that mercy so we can progress in some way, advance in this process, that He is clearly delineated in His Hari-katha, an example of His character. Sadachara. We can hear devotee speaking siddhanta and shloka after shloka and shloka, but it is personal behavior and sadachara and personal behavior, his personal feelings, his heart sentiment isn't there, then it won't touch us like it did when we heard from him. Because he's living when he speaks. Why don't you go up to this
But I want to listen to him.
I don't.
No, you speak good of Kannada.
Chakshimalitam yena tasmai Vanchaka Puryascha Kripa Sindhuvevacha Patitanam Pavanyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha Gove Gochandraya Adhikaya Titalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Bhaktaya Namaha. I didn't expect to be asked to speak. I came to hear from Maharaj, so I'm prepared, but I'm very, very happy to be among such exalted Vaishnavas on this very, very auspicious day of Srila Bhakti Vaibhava, Nityalila Vishnushpad, Astadhara Shishimad, Srila Bhakti Vaibhava, Puri Gosvami Maharaj's Tirabhav Titi, his disappearance day. So I only saw Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri a few times, because that time I was with my Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. And actually one time I remember during Kartik, we were in Gopinath Bhavan, and he came, and Gurudev invited him to sit on the stage and invited him to speak. It was very, very nice to see him and hear him. And like Maharaj said, he is very grave, and when he spoke, it was very, very powerful. So, and when he smiled, it was like rays of the sun were coming from his lotus face. It was beautiful, actually. His smile was so like heart melting. And then I met him also in your mat in Vrindavan, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mission. One time I was passing and I saw him there, and I went and took his darshan. So yeah, his humility was very profound, like Maharaj said, and very, very sweet. So his name is Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Gosvami Maharaj. So we know that Vaibhava means opulence. And what is the opulence of a Vaishnava, actually? It's not that Vaishnava may have so much material wealth. He may have nothing. He may be completely a kinchan niskinchan, which he was. But what was his real wealth was bhakti, pure loving devotion. And we can see that he touched so many hearts. And he touched them in such a profound way that we see, like it said, when there's a tree, then you can understand the quality of the tree by its fruit. So we can see one fruit of Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj right here in front of us. And this, you'd say, Maharaj, he's like a very sweet mango. He's very, very sweet. His Hari-katha is very sweet. He's attracting so many. So, and there's so many other disciples of Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Maharaj who are very, very powerful, very empowered. And they're traveling and preaching around the world, like Maharaj also. So, Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj, you can understand his greatness by how many lives he touched, how many lives he affected, how many imbibed his Tattva Siddhant, his teachings, his instructions, and are now spreading his mission throughout the world. So we know that Gu means darkness and Ru means light. So that personality who has come from the transcendental realm of Goloka Vrindavan, sent by Srimati Radhika, Krishna, and they've come to this world only for one purpose. They haven't come to take anything. They've only come to give. And what have they come to give? This precious gift, this Vaibhava of Goloka Vrindavan. We think Goloka Vrindavan is full of madhurya, sweetness, and there's not so much Vaibhava, but actually my Gurudev said there's more Vaibhava, opulence in Braj, in Goloka Vrindavan, than there is even sweetness, but it's covered by that sweetness. So he's come here to give this special gift of Radha Dasham, and those who follow him, those who follow his instructions, then they will certainly attain this very high, this very rare gift of pure bhakti, uttama bhakti, Anivalasita Sanyam Dhyana Kamanavitam Anukulena Krishnanam Shilanam Bhakti Uttama. And they will also attain the very rare and exalted service of Srimati Radhika herself. So I remember one thing that Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami said about my Gurudev is that many criticize my Gurudev for speaking very high topics, very high tapistan, very like rasik katha. But actually, I had the great good fortune to travel with my Gurudev around the world from 1996 to 2010. And Gurudev spoke so many topics. Bhagavad Gita, Palar Charitra, Ambarish Charitra, Bharat Maharshi, like all, so many topics, very basic, Upadeshamrita, all these things. But then he would always give some, 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, some Krishna Katha, this Krishna Leela Katha. So saying that, Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami, he said that my Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, had to be specifically empowered to preach Srimati Radhika's glories. This is a very rare thing. So I always remember that he glorified my Gurudev in that way, and he appreciated that aspect of Gurudev, that is a Vaibhava of Gurudev. So I'm very grateful, very appreciative to him, and I pray to him on this day that he bestow his causeless mercy upon me. He was very kind to give me a room in his guest house in Vrindavan when my Gurudev had physically departed in 2010. I had nowhere to go, and through Miss Kinship Maharaj and others, actually I felt he was directly giving me that place next to Sevakunj in Vrindavan, and I've been there since. And so I'm very grateful to him, feel very indebted to him for that, but especially indebted to him for the disciples that he's given, like Maharaj, who's distributing so much of his nectar in this world, which is very much lacking that kind of nectarian Hari-katha. So I pray to him for one drop of his causeless mercy today, that I can develop more and more Guru-nishtha, and I can sincerely follow the instructions of my Gurudev, and especially I can get this Vaibhava of realization because I don't have any realization, but by taking shelter of such Vaishnavas like Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Maharaj, my Gurudev, then it's possible that some little drop of realization can come in the heart, manifest in one's heart, and then one can really do bhajan and really do pracha. Right now I'm just feel like I'm doing nothing, but somehow Muni, begging for mercy, that one day I can actually fulfill the desire and instructions of my Gurudev and pure Vaishnavas. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuveva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo.
I'm simply speaking for my own purification. This is completely unprecedented, as I've never been asked to speak in any assembly, at any time, in any program, or at any festival. Never, ever. Only on the order of Maharaj am I saying something. I have no qualification, but again, just for my own purification on the order of Maharaj. And we have to glorify on this day. These days are very special, that they're giving their mercy on these days. So I have heard, unfortunately, those particular years, when Srila Vaibhava Puri Maharaj was speaking to the Westerners, I wasn't very active in Krishna consciousness as far as the movement or preaching or anything like that. I was just at a job anyways. But I've heard from Bhaktidas Prabhu, Guru Kripa Prabhu, some of the glories, that they had also taken some different routes, but by associating with Srila Vaibhava Puri Maharaj completely changed. Completely changed, was living just like they were with Srila Prabhupada, giving up everything, chanting, going to living in Vrindavan, associating, and they saw the same qualities of our Srila Prabhupada and Srila Vaibhava Puri Maharaj. Sometimes the same ecstasies, changing the bodily colors, weeping, so many similar qualities that they noticed in Srila Prabhupada. So I was also there. I think we were in Modi Bhavan at Govardhan, and Srila Vaibhava Puri Maharaj came for several days and spoke. And he glorified the holy name. There's really no need of. The main thing is chanting the holy name, and the mantra is secondary. And then when Srila Puri Maharaj left, then Srila Narayana Maharaj spoke the opposite. A mantra is necessary, anyways, there's some speciality. But also Srila Puri Maharaj would come to ISKCON, and it was very nice to see him chastise in front of all the devotees, the leaders. Not nicely, but to help them, mention anything, but specifically to help them. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And this is in ISKCON, in front of our, Srila Prabhupada's program, Krishna Bhagavan. So anyways, everyone is here, gathered to hear Srila Sripad, Sridhar Maharaj speak. I just had to say something on your order. Please forgive any offenses, and I pray for your causes mercy. I remember this morning I also saw again, because I've seen it several times. If you go on YouTube and you search for his glorification of our Srila Prabhupada, he gives he gives a lecture, and Maharaj was there, and Seva Kunj, and he starts to speak about Srila Prabhupada, and he's weeping and weeping and weeping. What a great preacher Mahaprabhu. No one else, some have tried, but they came back with one German devotee, and then he left. Swami Maharaj, he's brought all around the world the holy name, and he was weeping and weeping. How great is this personality? He has so much appreciation for Srila Prabhupada, for our Srila Prabhupada. And we appreciate him so much for that. And Srila Prabhupada asked other godbrothers, but Srila Puri Maharaj was the main one when they established the ground laying ceremony of the huge Vedic planetarium. So there's a famous picture of Srila Prabhupada in the pit with Srila Puri Maharaj laying the ground stone. So such a great personality.
नाम श्रेष्ठं मनुमपि सचीपुत्रमत्र स्वरूपं रूपं तस्याग्रजमुरुपुरीं माथुरीं गोष्ठवाटीं राधाकुण्डं गिरिवरमहो राधिका माधवासां प्राप्तो यस्य प्रथितकृपया श्रीगुरुं तं नतोऽस्मि। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वैभव पुरी गोस्वामी नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने। आजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ जुगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। हेलोधुलितखेदया विशदया प्रन्मीलदामोदया सम्यक्शास्त्रविवादया रसदया चितार्पितोन्मादया सस्वद्भक्तिविनोदया समदया माधुर्यमर्यादया श्रीचैतन्यदया निधे तव दया भूया दमन्दोदया। तस्या अपार रससार विलासमूर्ते रानन्दकन्द परमाद्भुत सौम्य लक्ष्म्यः ब्रह्मादिदुर्गमगते वृषभानुजायः कैङ्कर्यमेव मम जन्मनि जन्मनि स्यात् तवैवास्मि तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे त्वं नय मां शरणान्तिकम्। हे देव हे दयित हे भुवनैकबन्धो हे कृष्ण हे चपल हे करुणैकसिन्धो हे नाथ हे रमण हे नयनाभिराम हा हा कदानुभवितासि पदं नृसोर्मे। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नुमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। जं प्रवदन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम्। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्रीजीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। आददान तृणं दन्तै हृदं याचे पुनः पुनः श्रीमद्रूप पदाम्भोज धूलिश्यां जन्म जन्मनि। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, I offer my innumerable sashtang dandavas unto the lotus feet of my Guru Pada Padma. Nitala Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Ashtotar Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Gosvami Maharaj and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sashtang dandavas unto the lotus feet of his divine grace. Nitala Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Ashtotar Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Jivan Janardana Goswami Maharaj. Then to his divine grace Nitala Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Ashtotra Satta Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, then to His Divine Nitya Prishna Vishnupada Ashtotra Satta Sri Srimad Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, then to His Divine Nitya Prishna Vishnupada Brahmansa Ashtotra Satta Sri Srimad A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, then to all Guru Vargas, Guru Parampara, and I pray their causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable Sastanga Dandavas unto the lotus feet of Pujapati Gosvami, Bhakti Vedanta Sadhana Goswami Maharaj, then to all present Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, devotees, ladies and gentlemen, and pray the causeless mercy of God. I am very glad to have you all here on the divine disappearance day of our beloved Gurudev Nitya Prishna Vishnupada Paramahansa Ashtotra Satta Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj. So today is 16th disappearance day. 16th. He disappeared in the year of 2009. Next year, the Nitya Prishna Vishnupada Paramahansa Ashtotra Satta Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj disappeared. After disappearance of our Guru Maharaj, when I went to see our Pujapati Bhakti, our beloved Gurudev, Nitya Prishna Vishnupada Paramahansa Ashtotra Satta Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, Sri Jai Sri Damodar Volume, then he asked me, when he came to know that our Guru Maharaj disappeared, then he asked me, how are you, how your temple is going on, how everything is going on, like this he asked me. After our Guru Maharaj disappearance day ceremony, when he came to Puri, he was in Jai Sri Damodar Volume. Then I went to see him. Then he invited me. After Gurudev's disappearance, how is going on your mission? How our mission, etc. He asked me. To whom he appointed as Acharya, etc. He invited me. He invited. When I went to see him. Then I told he did not appoint anyone. Without appointing anyone, he went. Then after that, next year he disappeared. He also did not appoint anyone. Yes, he also did not appoint anyone. So next year he also disappeared in Jagannath Puri. And several times I witnessed our Guru Maharaj and Narayana Goswami Maharaj, they were joking very deeply. Why? They know each other long time, not a few days, long time. Why our Guru Maharaj was preaching long time with Bhakti Prajan Kesava Goswami. When our Guru Maharaj was preaching with him, then our Bhakti Vedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vedanta Trivigna Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Narayana Goswami Maharaj, they were three pillars of Gaudiya Vedanta Swami. So they were also there. So they know very well to our Guru Maharaj. Our Guru Maharaj knows Gaudiya Vedanta Swami very well, beginning to end. So they also know our Guru Maharaj very well. That's why when he was going to Vrindavan or Navadip, he was always staying in Vedanta Swami. Before we had no temple in Vrindavan. So when our Guru Maharaj was going, always staying in Kesavaji Gaudiya Math and Rupa Sanatana Gaudiya. And when our Guru Maharaj was going, then our Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj was handing over the responsibility of giving lecture to him. When he arrived, his lecture stopped. He was telling, now you have to speak about it. As long as he is present, our Guru Maharaj was speaking about it. So, I witnessed several times very joking, which one of you know. That is not to discuss here. That is joyful mood, joking each other, laughing each other. That is privacy. But I was witnessing and laughing. When, like different argument. Because Bhakti Narayana Goswami Maharaj was from Brahman family. His name was the Brahman caste what is? No, his name no, his Brahman caste name. What? Remember? Huh? No. It is the name of the his caste, Brahman. Tiwari. Oh, Tiwari. So, Narayana we are Tiwari Brahman. Then Guru Maharaj was like joking was going on. So, very joyful and religious joking. And personally I also witnessed more when he came once to our Guru Maharaj to visit. At that time, Bhakti Narayana Goswami Maharaj came with 10 sannyasis together, like army. Like army force. I was sitting inside our Guru Maharaj's room. I was sitting inside our Guru Maharaj's room and I was inside his room. There was a mosquito net door. So through that room and through the net we can see that gate. So without information, immediately there came 10 sannyasis headed by our Bhakti Narayana Goswami. And at that time I was inside his room. When they entered inside the gate, then I was there and our Guru Maharaj was able to see to the gate through room because there was a mosquito net. Then our Guru Maharaj asked, "Oh, there's so many sannyasis came. What do you see?" Then I saw there were Vedanta Samiti sannyasis headed by our Bhakti Narayana Goswami. Then immediately I came to inform him. Oh, our Bhakti Narayana Goswami came. Oh, he came. So many sannyasis there. Then let us go to drink. Then he came out of his room. Then all sannyasis headed by Narayana Goswami, he went to see first deities. Then after looking, then they did parikrama. Then our Guru Maharaj went to Natya Mandap to greet them. So from Natya Mandap, when he was greeting to his room, on the way, this joking was going on. What Narayana Goswami was telling? Because our Guru asked, "How are you?" How suddenly came without any information? Many sannyasis. You should have informed before. Then he said, "To come to you, no need to inform anything." If I would go somewhere else, maybe necessary to, but to come to you, I don't want to inform you. So this kind of joking. Okay, but if you inform, it will be little better. No, I don't care whether it is better or best or good. I can come whenever I want. No need to inform. Then our Guru said, "Okay, whatever you want, no problem." Like, what's your desire to do? No problem. But I am happy that you came. Like this, many 20 minutes joking. And I was listening this all. So like this, the purpose of speaking this means they know each other very well. Long time. Because they preached it together with Bhakti Prajan Kesava Goswami Maharaj long time. So now no more time to discuss all. Try to start his name, form, quality and pastime and glories. We should know how to listen. Our Acharyas, especially the disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, they warned us how to listen the name, form, quality and pastimes of Acharyas. One of the disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, who was personally cooking to Prabhupada. Personally cook he was. Who was our godbrother of our Guru Maharaj. He was staying in Barampur. His name is Nityananda Prabhu. He was a personal cook of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada. And there was other also godbrother of our Guru Maharaj. His name was Ananda Prabhu. Ananda Leelamaya Vigraha. His samadhi is in Parikrama road, that is Krishna Balaram Swami. Krishna Balaram Swami made one temple, you know, red stone. In his temple, he put his samadhi. So his samadhi there. His name was Ananda Lilamaya Vigradas. We call him Ananda Prabhu. He was also Prabhupada's direct disciple and personal cook. And our Guru Maharaj and all Vaishnavas, they were glorifying his cooking. His cooking is like nectar. Whatever, any ingredient you give, if he will cook, it will become like nectar. So, even, you know, our Gopalapuri Maharaj, he was in our temple, Sabakand. His name is Gopalapuri Maharaj, but his name is Bhakti Pradipa Puri Maharaj. He is direct disciple of one of the prominent disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada. His name was Bhakti Desika Acharya Maharaj. He was very prominent, mostly devotees they don't know him, because he was free from name and fame, Pratishtha. That's why this name you will not listen more. But he was not ordinary personality, to whom our Guru Maharaj personally glorified. I heard from his lotus leaves. There was one devotee in Gaudiya Math. I saw who was doing real bhajan. Our Guru Maharaj spoke. His name was Bhakti Desik Acharya Maharaj. He was very erudite scholar, very good scholar, and very bhajananandi also. Our Guru Maharaj was saying, this Bhakti Desik Acharya Maharaj was always doing bhajan. Whole night was also doing bhajan without sleeping. So I saw there was one great Vaishnava Acharya who was doing really bhajan. Then night without sleeping. But nobody knows about him more. Why? He was free from Pratishtha. His name is not well known, but not ordinary person. His name was Bhakti Desika Acharya Maharaj, and his disciple was Bhakti Pradipa Puri Maharaj, to whom we were addressing as Gopalapuri Maharaj. Briefly, Gopalapuri Maharaj. Why? He was staying in Gokul. So became Gopalapuri Maharaj. In our whole wisdom, mostly everyone telling Gopalapuri Maharaj. Not complete Bhakti Pradipa Puri Maharaj. Only Gopalapuri Maharaj. So he was also glorifying. Normally, because he is very Vaishnava Sadhakari. He is Mishra Brahman, and he is very fond of practicing the etiquettes of Vaishnavas. Very purity, etc. according to Hari-Bhakti Vila. If you toss, if you don't clean the hand, immediately angry. So he was very strict. If you toss, if you don't clean the hand, immediately angry. Just as angry in front of you. So very strict. So it is not easy to be glorified by him anymore. Not easy, if unless see or correct him, he will not glorify easily. But he was also glorifying to Ananda Prabhu. And he was personally glorifying to Ananda Prabhu. Normally he was taking Madhugari from Brajavaji. But this Gopalapuri Maharaj was doing all the Madhugari, but he was glorifying the cooking of Ananda Prabhu. So I have seen our Guru Maharaj, all Gaudiya Math, all Vaishnavas, they were glorifying about Ananda Prabhu, how good cook he was. He was personal cook of Prabhupada. So whatever he cooks, it is all looking like nectar, like Radharani. Whatever she talks in the kitchen, everything becomes like nectar. And if Krishna does not eat that, he will not be happy. That's why Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba, they are bound to invite Radharani to cook every day. If Radharani does not go to cook to Nandagram, Krishna does not eat. So Radharani, if does not go to cook, then Krishna is not eating. That's why Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda, they are bound to bring Radharani for cooking. Because whatever Radharani touches in the kitchen, that becomes nectar. And there, due to some pastime, the real reason is Durvasa's blessing. But it is only external pastime. Radharani herself is Krishna's energy, Ladri Shakti. So she does not need any blessing from anyone. But for external pastime, it is well known, and our Acharyas also wrote, Durvasa gave the blessing. So by Durvasa's blessing, Radharani's cooking is becoming like this is only external pastime. But without Durvasa's blessing also, Radharani's cooking is always like nectar. Only Durvasa is taking the advantage of glories through Radharani. So, if you go deeply, really, Durvasa's blessing is not really increase the taste of Radharani or nectar of Radharani. By this, Durvasa's glories are being glorified more. So, by Radharani, Durvasa is being glorified more. If Durvasa will not give boon also, Radharani's cooking will be more than nectar, always. And this is the Siddhanta, deep Siddhanta. But externally we have to accept this also. Why? Because external pastimes should be nourished. To nourish the pastime of Radharani, then Durvasa is coming to give the blessing. So, to whom Radharani blesses, they will also become good food. So, without Radharani's blessing, you cannot become good food. Normal, yes. If Radharani has some blessing, then you will get some quality of good food. Because the cooking acharya is Radharani. Cooking acharya is Radharani. No one can compete in whole universe, not only universe, in whole transcendental world, you cannot find any cook who can compete Radharani. No Chandravali, no one. If no Chandravali, there is no one any other. Because opposition party is Chandravali. In Chandravali's camp, no one is there to compete Radharani. Then what to speak others? Then in Radharani's camp, Radharani is Acharya, so there is no one to compete. Only one competitor, that is Chandravali. Chandravali also unable to cook like Radharani. So there are two best cooks in whole Brajamandal. In Brajamandal there are 335 villages. In Brajamandal, 335 villages. In 335 villages you will find best two cooks. So many cooks. But among them two are best cooks. Who are they? One is Radharani, one is Rohini, Mother Rohini. Mother Josla is not so expert. Yes. For cooking, Mother Rohini is more. For cooking, Rohini is more. But still, Rohini is unable to compete Radharani. Mother Rohini is cooking. Whose cooking is Krishna's loving and eating. But still, when you compare with Radharani, then Mother Rohini is being different. Why? Although Mother Rohini is cooking so many varieties, different preparations, still Radharani why is superior? Because of two cooking items. Two items Mother Rohini does not know how to cook. And to whom Krishna is loving more? There are two items, one is Amritakali, second is the Korpurakali. These two items only Radharani knows how to cook. This is the specialty of Radharani. Mother Rohini also tried but unable to cook. If Mother Rohini is cooking, I will try because I know my son Krishna likes this. So without this, Krishna is not eating properly. So let me try. Like we are also trying. We are looking someone cooking very nice in the festival. In the festival, there is someone cooking and whose cooking, Vaishnavas are loving and eating in joyful mood. Oh, who is cooking? Then we are telling, oh, he, that Prabhu or that Prabhu. Oh, he's very nice cooking, very good taste. Then we are also trying to cook like him sometimes. So, to be glorified by Vaishnavas, oh, you are also cooking very nicely. So, we are also trying to cook like him. But it is not, it is impossible. Everyone has some quality, God gifted. Not by trying only possible. So all are trying, but all cannot become equal. Similarly, when Mother Rohini also came to know that Krishna is loving these two items, corporeally and amritakali, she is also trying. But when trying, it is not taste like Radharani. Then Krishna is not eating properly. Then Radharani is bound to cook these two items regularly, every day. So Mother Rohini also good cook, but she cannot compete with Radharani. So best cook in whole Brajamandal, whole universe, all transcendental awards you will find only Radharani. So Radharani is Acharya for cooking. But due to ignorance, we are thinking cooking is insignificant service. When we are telling the cook or a cooker, we are thinking, oh, this is not superior service. No. Cooking is best service. Cooking is not ordinary service. But we are thinking, oh, when doing something other service, we are thinking good. But cooking means ordinary service, we are thinking. No. Cooking also best service, which Radharani doing every day. So if Radharani blesses, then only we can cook nicely. Because she is Acharya of cooking. So Radharani is source of all energy, all the Shakti Tattva. Krishna is source of all Shakti Man Tattva. So the source of all Shakti Tattva, Radharani is doing what kind of service? Cooking. Normally when one is cooking, we are thinking, oh, she is maid servant. This job of the service of maid servant. Normally. So rich people, they are keeping maid servant by cooking. Why? They are thinking, I am boss. I am boss, I am owner, I am manager. So cooking is not for my wife. My wife should not cook. I have lots of money. So I can keep on cook. This is due to arrogance and money. But because thinking cooking is not a good service. Cooking is ordinary service, which maid servant should do. This is material angle of vision. But if you go to transcendental angle of vision, cooking is best service to which Radharani is personally cooking. And if Radharani does not cook, Krishna is not happy. So in eternal pastime, 80-fold pastimes of Brajamandal, you will see there is no single day when Radharani is not cooking. And Radharani is not satisfied only by cooking in Nandagram. After returning from Nandagram, when she is in Varsana, because Radharani's whole year is divided into three parts. Radharani's whole year is divided into three parts. Few months in Nandagram, few months in Javaton, mostly divided in Varsana and Java. Few days in Nandagram staying during Krishna's festival. She is not returning. During Krishna's festival time, like Janmashtami time in Nandagram, Nandawala Mother Jashoda celebrating grand festival for his son, for his son's birthday ceremony, which the whole world is celebrating as Janmashtami. That time, when Radharani is going to Nandagram, Mother Jashoda and Nanda are telling, oh my dear daughter, you don't go to your home, you stay here. That's why Mother Jashoda constructed a very nice confidential room for Radharani at Nandagram. So, in Nandabhavan, Radharani has a personal, private room also. After cooking, she is taking rest there, every day. Why? Mother Jashoda loving to Radharani not less than Krishna. We should know this. Mother Jashoda is loving to Radharani not less than Krishna. Sometimes more than Krishna. So she is treating Radharani as her own daughter. So sometimes Radharani is staying in Nandagram, sometimes Varsana, sometimes Java. These three places. So as long as every day going to Nandagram and cooking, then return. Sometimes Java, sometimes Varsana, according to the season. Because which season Radharani will stay in which place, it is already decided in 84 pastimes of Radha Krishna. So every day going to cook to Nandagram, then returning. After returning also she is cooking from Japot and Vasana. So lunch offering is cooked by Radharani in Nandagram. Then she is returning to Japot sometimes Vasana. There are also cooking, like we are telling water, snack. We are using a snack. So Radharani is sending some snacks to Krishna again. Sometime from Varsana, sometime from Japot. That's why the propensity of eating snacks is in Jiva. Why? Because it is in Krishna. What is not in Krishna, you cannot find in Jiva. What is not in Krishna, you cannot find in Jiva. Why? In Krishna, 64 qualities are completely full. In Krishna, 64 qualities are completely full. But in Vishnu, 60 qualities are completely full. And 4 qualities not at all. That's why Vishnu cannot do this, what Krishna will do. So Vishnu is not fit for ras dance. Only for ras dance, Krishna is fit. Vishnu is not fit for playing the flute. Vishnu is fit for rotating the Sudarshan disc, Sudarshan chakra, to kill demons. So 4 qualities are lacking in Vishnu. And in demigods, headed by Brahma and Shiva, 55 qualities complete. 55 qualities complete. Then in Jiva, 50 qualities are in drops, not complete, drops. So when Jiva coming 50, no 55, no 60. Now that is also from full becoming a drop. That's why Jiva, what is in Krishna, you will find the qualities in Jiva, but in insignificant form. That's why all the propensities, all the activity we are doing, you should not think that is not in Krishna. What is not in Krishna, you cannot find that is in Jiva. Stealing propensity also in Krishna. That's why Jiva is also stealing propensity. And Krishna is, our Rupasava telling, Sauragraganyam Purusam Namam. Krishna is the leader of all robbers, all thieves. So all robbers, thieves are, and all robbers and thieves master is Krishna. If Krishna does know this quality, then human being or Jiva cannot get it. So all qualities are present in Krishna, and in Jiva it is in drops. In Krishna like ocean, but in Jiva like drop. That's why any quality you are finding in Jiva, you should not think that it is not in Krishna. Everything is in Krishna. But there is like ocean, in Jiva is like drop. So here, that it come to the point of taking snan. Means during evening time also, afternoon, Krishna is taking something. We are using snacks, our snack is different, but Krishna's snack is different. So don't mix together. Oh, we are taking that snack, Krishna's snack, no. Just for your understanding, we are using the word snack. But ingredients, preparation will be different, not like that. But still Krishna is eating snacks, means evening time also eating. So Radharani is in Varsana now, or sometime in Jabata, then she is sending through Mandiris, sending through Sati to Nandagram. Snacks are being sent by Radharani to Nandagram for Krishna. So Radharani 24 hours day thinking how to feed Krishna, what will eat Krishna, thinking always 24 hours a day. What to prepare, what I should do. So Radharani's thinking is 24 hours for Krishna, for Krishna's presence. So that thinking is also in our Guru Vargas. That's why our Guru Vargas also 24 hours they were thinking about service of Radha Krishna, service of Mahaprabhu. They are not thinking like mundane thinking. Because we are Baddha Jiva, they are Mukta. They are Nitya Siddha associates, Pasada. They came here to teach us. So that's why I come to the point that because when I started, our Prabhupada's disciples, they were speaking, they were writing, I saw, I studied, I listened also. When we are going to discuss, when we are going to listen and speak about 9 form, quality and pastimes of Acharyas or Guru Vargas or Vaishnavas, care should be taken. What? We should not think at all as a mundane. When we thought it is mundane, then we are being cheated. They said there are two form of Acharya. Two form of Acharya. One is Vastav form, Vastav Murti. Second is Vansanamay Murti. Vastav Murti, second is Vansanamay Murti. Vastav Murti means real form, as it is. Real form, as it is. Vansanamay Murti means the manifestation and our manifestation to cheat. Means when they are looking that we have duplicity, we have a hypocrisy, and we have material desire. So our propensity to gratify our senses through their blessing, not to please them, not to serve them, not to get pure bhakti, but still we are engaged in their service, like listening, chanting and serving and practicing devotional activities and listening their name, form, quality and pastime, speaking their name, form, quality and pastime. So this is devotional activity. Externally, this is a devotional activity. So this has some fruit. It will not go away. But the fruit will come according to our desire. In the core of heart, what we are thinking, accordingly fruit will come. If in the core of heart, we have no any material desire, we have no any propensity of gratifying our senses, we have no any propensity of hypocrisy and duplicity, then the real murti, real form, real manifestation will appear in front of us. Then real blessing will come, which will guarantee give us prayer. Nothing, no other reason. But when they see that we have so many material desires, we have duplicity and hypocrisy, and we have no serving mentally to gratify their senses, to please them. We have personal desire, material desire. Then they will not manifest their original form. They will appear in front of us as a Vansanamay Murti, means that Murti by which we will be cheated. Because we are going to cheat them. So they will also appear that in that Vigraha which they will cheat us. Then we will think, we will think how they are cheating. How we are asking, accordingly they are cheating. Means whatever we want, material desires they will give. They will fulfill our material desires. So they will not disclose their own identity. According to our desire, they will appear like mundane. So we think, oh, Gurudev, Acharyas, they are also human beings. We are human beings, they are also human beings. What we are doing, they are also doing. Maybe because I cannot say that they are equal to us, so maybe they are little superior to us. This is called Vansanamay. When we are thinking anything mundane about them, then gone. Then real blessing gone. That's why we should be very, very careful. So this I studied when I came to temple first. From beginning I studied. Because when I was listening about glorification of Acharya, then I was studying how to glorify and how to know this. Then I studied our Prabhupada's disciples, they wrote this. And when we are thinking the name, form, quality, and pastimes of Acharyas as a mundane, then they will not appear in the real form. they will hide. Like for example, now we are looking Navadip Dham. But in Navadip Dham we are looking one building, looking one cornfield, which is everywhere is looking like. This is not real form of Navadip. 2 days we have been discussing, 2 days already, yesterday and day before yesterday. Navadip Dham is the highest transcendental award which you will not find anywhere else. Even I told before, even Navadip is superior to Vrindavan. Because what Navadip has, Vrindavan is lacking. Like what Gaura has, Krishna is lacking. Like Gaura Lila. Gaura pastime is conclusion of Krishna's pastime. Krishna's pastime is not concluding unless Gaura Lila is going on. So Krishna Lila will be complete conclusion. Conclusion will come when Gaura Lila will appear. When Mahaprabhu will appear, then Krishna will be completely satisfied. In Krishna's pastime, Krishna is and everybody, all of you know. 3 desires Krishna could not fulfill in Dwapara Yuga. And those 3 desires which were unfulfilled during Krishna's pastime, although tried to his best 125 years, those 3 desires fulfilled in Gaur pastime, in Gaur Lila. So, this is the supremacy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So, but at the same time, we should not think that Krishna is different, Gauranga Mahaprabhu is different. Then become non-bona fide Siddhanta. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is not but Krishna himself. But what Krishna is not manifesting, Gauranga is manifesting. That's why in Krishna's, in Gaura pastime, in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Krishna is complete full. Although Krishna is full, but still lacking something. What is that? Avadharja is not complete. Madhurya is complete. But still at the same time, normally we are very well known that, oh, Krishna is so beautiful. Krishna is so beautiful. Our basic Bhakti and Saint Prabhupada are telling Krishna means all attractive. Krishna, who can attract whole world, whole universe, everyone. This is very famous. Means Krishna is so beautiful. But when we are thinking about Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we are not thinking that. We are thinking Gauranga Mahaprabhu is more compassionate, more munificent only. But about beauty, we are thinking about Krishna only. No. We should not think that Mahaprabhu is less beautiful than Krishna. No at all. How beautiful Krishna is, Mahaprabhu is not less than at all Krishna. How beautiful Krishna is, Mahaprabhu is even more than him. But this is not well known. About Krishna's beauty, everyone is very happy, very easy to understand. But Mahaprabhu is looking like Radharani's complexion. So, due to Radharani's complexion, Mahaprabhu is more beautiful than Krishna. So, don't think that Mahaprabhu is not beautiful. Mahaprabhu is even more beautiful than Krishna. And Mahaprabhu is more munificent than Krishna. So, Krishna Lila will be concluded in Gaur Lila. So, one who does not understand Krishna's pastime, he cannot understand Gaur pastime. That's why, before understanding Krishna's Gaur pastime, one should be well versed in Krishna's pastime. One, if does not understand Krishna's pastime, he cannot understand Gaur pastime. Why? If you understand Krishna's pastime, then only you can understand the purpose of appearance of Mahaprabhu. If you don't know who is Krishna, then you can understand who is Mahaprabhu. Because Mahaprabhu is conclusion of Krishna. If you don't know Krishna, how you can understand about Gaura? So, to understand Gauranga Mahaprabhu, one should be well versed about Krishna also. Similarly, to understand Gaurdham, one should be well versed about Brajamandala. Because conclusion of Brajamandala is Navadip Dham. So, it is very important to know this. So, in Gauranga Mahaprabhu, everything is there. If one is worshipping Mahaprabhu, then he is lacking nothing. If anyone is worshipping other incarnations, it is incomplete. Even if one is worshipping Radha Krishna also, it is incomplete, not complete. When one is worshipping Gauranga Mahaprabhu and under guidance of Mahaprabhu worship Radha Krishna, then only is complete, lacking nothing. Why? In Gauranga Mahaprabhu's pastime, in Gauranga Mahaprabhu's form only, all incarnations, all name, form, qualities of all incarnations, all are included here. You will find. You will lack nothing in Mahaprabhu. You will lack nothing in Navadvip. But in Krishna you are lacking something. Even in Brajamandal you are lacking something. But in Gauramandal you are completing everything. So this Gauramandal is not ordinary. How we are looking? We are looking now like one field or building, which is available in even better than this building is in outside Navadvip Mandal. In other countries or other rich persons, they have very better building than this. But still, they may have building better, but they can have this land. What is the power of this land? What is the power, supremacy of this land? You cannot find anywhere else. Even knowing and transcendental level, what to speak about this universe. Even in Golok Vrindavan, you cannot find this Gaurdham. This Gaurdham I am telling you. In Golok Vrindavan, Gaurdham is there. Like in Golok Vrindavan Dham is there. But that Vrindavan is different than Bhama Vrindavan. What Bhama Vrindavan can give, Golok Vrindavan can give. That's why Krishna is bound to come to release that, to Brajamandal, this Bhama Vrindavan. In Golok also Vrindavan is there, Krishna is there. Then why Krishna is coming to this Bhama Vrindavan? Because what he is getting here, he is not getting there. Krishna is lacking, that's why he is coming here. Similarly, what is in Golok, what is in this Navadvip Dham or Gaurdham, in Bhama Gaurdham, that is not in Golok Gaurdham. That is clear that what is not in Golok Vrindavan, that Krishna is getting in Bhama Vrindavan. Mostly devotees are able to know that Parakya. In Golok, Jiva Goswami wrote and others also wrote, Parakya is there, but that is in subtle form. But here, Parakya is very gross and clear. That's why Krishna coming to release here more things. Similarly, what Gauranga Mahaprabhu is lacking there? What is lacking there in Gaurdham, in Golok Gaurdham? In Golok Gaurdham, separation mood is not there. How releasement of Viraha, separation mood in Gaurdham, that is not in Golok Gaurdham. So, it is making more joyful here. When Mahaprabhu was in separation mood, and his devotees are looking Mahaprabhu's separation mood, and their separation, how they are practicing and releasing the sweetness of name, form, quality and pastime. In this Bhama Gaurdham, that is unreleasable in Golok Gaurdham. That's why this Bhama Gaurdham is superior to Golok Gaurdham. That's why Gauranga Mahaprabhu is also coming here. So, Krishna is lacking, so he is coming in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. But Gauranga Mahaprabhu is eternal also. Many subtle things to know, understanding, which is very difficult for everyone. But if a seeker of Siddhanta or seeker of releasement of name, form, quality and pastimes of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then it is more joyful. For this some background and foundation is necessary. So, there are very subtle things to know about Mahaprabhu and about Navadvip Dham also. So, here Krishna is lacking three desires, so he is coming in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu to fulfill that. That is one of the reasons. One of the reasons is this. But that is not only. Gauranga Mahaprabhu has also, and his devotee has also some personal problem. Krishna is coming to fulfill his three desires in this Navadvip Dham, in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. This is now After listening from Guru Varga, Acharyas, studying Chaitanya Charitamrita, we know this. So Krishna had a problem in Dwapara which he could not fulfill. 3 desires, so he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is okay, one of the reasons. But not only this. Gauranga Mahaprabhu has also personal problem. Why? You don't think that Krishna only Krishna becoming Gauranga Mahaprabhu in Kali after when Krishna disappeared. So Krishna becoming Gauranga Mahaprabhu means Gauranga Mahaprabhu not there. Mahaprabhu is eternal. Similar like when Krishna is coming in Dwapara to Vrindavan, from Golok we are telling. We are telling Acharyas are writing also. So according to the Chaitanya Charitamrita, according to Chaitanya Bhagavata, according to Chaitanya Chandra, all the bona fide scripture about Mahaprabhu's pastime or Krishna's pastime, we are thinking that Krishna came from Golok Vrindavan to Bhava Vrindavan to do the pastime. Then here argument can come from first party. If you are telling that Krishna is coming from Golok Vrindavan to Bhava Vrindavan, then in Golok there is empty. Golok became empty because Krishna came from Golok to Bhava Vrindavan. Then Golok is empty. No, Golok cannot be empty. Golok is eternal, Golok Krishna is eternal. Then if we think that Krishna came from Golok Vrindavan to Bhava Vrindavan, then Golok became empty. Then how it is eternal? How Golok's pastime will become eternal? Then Krishna should be there. If Krishna will not stay for 125 years according to this calculation, then Golok's pastime became zero and empty for 125 years. Then how it is eternal? Eternity to fulfill the eternity, there should be no any obstacle. There should be no any stopping. But when Krishna coming and staying here 125 years, then Golok became empty. Then you cannot tell it is eternal. Then 125 years there was nothing, then how it is eternal? Eternal means it should be 24 hours day forever. Then how it is possible? When Krishna came, Golok Vrindavan was also there, Golok Vrindavan Krishna also there. Means that Golok is eternal, Golok Krishna is eternal. And this Bhava Vrindavan is eternal, Bhava Vrindavan Krishna is eternal. So, if we tell that Krishna became Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to fulfill his 3 desires, so he appeared in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this is the reason. This is the reason okay, but not only this. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is also personal problem. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu's devotees are also personal problem. What problem? What happiness they are getting here, they are not getting in Golok. That's why to get that, to get this happiness, they are coming from that level. So, what is not in Golok Gaurdham? The separation mood, Vipralamba. The Vipralamba mood which Gaura Bhaktas, devotees of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself, they are releasing in Navadvip Dham, they are unable to release in Golok Gaurdham. That is why this Bhauma Gaurdham, Bhauma Navadvip Dham is superior to Golok Gaurdham. Why? How releasement is possible here, that is not possible in Golok Gaurdham. So Mahaprabhu is also personal problem, Mahaprabhu's devotees have also personal problem. So to solve that problem and to release the supremacy of this Vipralamba Rasa, they are coming here also. After Krishna disappeared, they are coming here in Nepali. That is why Gaurdham is the superior to all, where everything is included, nothing is excluding. So there are many things. If I start there, this vast ocean, so many links are coming, then we cannot stop it, and Gurma's glorification we cannot proceed more. That we will proceed in Navadvip Parikrama and more, because so many links are coming. then they difficult to stop this. I gave some only some hints that as long as like yesterday and day before I spoke, even what is in Navadip Dham you cannot find in Brajamandal. So like Krishna's Parishishta is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Parishishta means conclusion. Krishna is becoming completely full when he is becoming Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Similarly, Brajamandal also becoming completely full when Brajamandal appearing in the form of Navadip Dham. So Navadip Dham is complete full. Brajamandal is complete full in comparison to other dhams. Brajamandala is complete full, like Krishna is complete full in comparison to other incarnations. But when you compare with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna is lacking. As long as you are not coming to think about Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then Krishna is best to all. But when you thinking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Krishna cannot be best. Then Krishna will go down. Mahaprabhu will come down. Because when Krishna becoming Mahaprabhu, then only he is becoming complete full. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu is superior to Krishna. Like when Gauranga Mahaprabhu is superior to Krishna, similarly Gauradham is superior to Brajamandala. Why? In Brajamandala, what is lacking in Gauradham, that is fulfilled. That's why, like Gauranga Mahaprabhu is so compassionate, then Krishna, similarly Gauradham is so compassionate, then Brajamandala. But at the same time, Bhakti Thakur says, Gaura Brajamane Vedana Dekhiva, Vaibhava Adhara. Means we should not find the difference between Gauradham and Brajamandala Dham. Because like we should not find difference between Krishna and Mahaprabhu. Krishna himself became Mahaprabhu. Similarly, Brajamandala himself became Navadip Dham. Only different manifestation, which is not manifesting in Krishna Lila, that is manifesting in Gaura Lila. Similarly, which is not manifesting in Brajamandal, that is manifesting in Gauramandal. So Gauramandal is completely full. So Gauramandal is completely munificent. That's why a jiva will be benefited more in Gauradham easily. Because in Brajamandal, jiva will be benefited, but Brajamandal thinks more about offenses. If you are committing offenses, Brajamandal will not bless more. You have to get punishment for the offenses. You have to clean the offenses, then Brajamandal will bless. But in Gauramandal, offenses are not considered more like Brajamandal. Gauradham is more munificent, so here bhajan will be better. Because offenses will be destroyed easily. But Brajamandal, if you don't commit offenses, then good. But if you are committing offenses, then it will take time. This is the difference. Like Krishna is taking time, but Gauranga Mahaprabhu is not taking time. So many pros are coming, but we will go to our Guru's Disappearence sermon. What is time now?
1:30.
What? So we little discuss. You see, just I gave the introduction. That is also only 5% of introduction. Already 1:30 I don't know. I did not talk till now. Just gave the instruction of Bhakti Goswami Thakur Prabhupada's disciples. When I came first time to the temple after giving up my study, the root cause of my presence here is our Guru Maharaj. Because when I was studying mechanical engineering, first I was a student of science in college. Then I changed to mechanical engineering. Then I completed mechanical engineering in 1992. So after completing, I went to Ratha Yatra to see Ratha Yatra in Jagannath Puri. So Jagannath Ratha Yatra is 9 days ceremony. So after completion of Ratha Yatra, then I went to our Guru Maharaj to ask permission to go. So at the end of Ratha Yatra, when I was departing from Puri to my place where I was staying and studying the engineering, then I went to his room to ask the permission. When I did download to him, he asked, where are you going? Then I told I am going to join in the job because already I have 3 jobs. One is from NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation. One is from Tata Company, Jamshedpur. One is from Raulkela Steel Plant. So 3 jobs I had. So I replied to our Guru there that I am going to join in the engineering service. Then what our Guru said, you know? Then he said, don't do Maya service. When I was asking the permission to go to do the engineering service to get money, and then what was his instruction? Don't do Maya service. You do the service of Mahaprabhu and Radhakrishna. When he spoke this, then I told, okay, but now I cannot do. Why? He asked me. Because at that time I was studying with a rented house for higher study in Barampur. And I did not clear the rent. So if I don't go now and I don't clear the debts, the house rent, then the house owner will make case and create problem to me. Then I told to our Guru that I have to clear the rents in Barampur where I was staying and studying. Then he told, okay, you go and clear and come, but don't stay. Then I told, okay, I will come. Then when he ordered, I followed. I rejected a job. I did not do job at all. I did not go to attend. That time it is very difficult to get that job. That is just in mechanical. Very difficult to get. And I was a topper in our institution. I did not apply to Tata. In Tata company, I did not apply. When from our home, I came to know that the Tata company called you to join in the service, then I surprised. I told I did not apply. I did not apply, how I came? Then I inquired. Then I got information. Tata company went to our institution and took the top 10 list. I was in top 10 list. So they offered job. But our Guru Maharaj denied, you don't do job. You don't do service of Maya, you do the service of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radhakrishna. Then I told, I accepted his order, so I did not join in the job. I cleared all the house rent, everything, then came to Visakhapatnam. Then our Guru Maharaj was waiting. When I arrived in Visakhapatnam, then he gave immediately initiation, second initiation. First initiation, Harinam, I was already taken, I had taken during my study. When I came to Visakhapatnam, then he immediately gave second initiation. And next day, saffron. Next day, saffron. Next day, saffron. And he personally taught me how to make color of the saffron color to the cloth. I remember till now, he had kept one small marble piece. And at that time, no this chemical powder to make the color. That time was red clay. Red clay.
Rock type.
Rock type.
Rock.
Yeah. So our Guru Maharaj personally did for me that saffron cloth. So by his blessing I am here. And at the same time, by the blessing of A.C. Bhakti and Swami Prabhupada also, because I studied his Bhagavad Gita. After studying his Bhagavad Gita during my engineering study, then I was able to know what is the goal of life by his instruction. So he is also my Shiksha Guru and Bhakta Guru also, A.C. Bhakti and Swami Prabhupada. Then after that when I came to temple, then our Narayana Goswami Maharaj also became our Shiksha Guru. Because he also instructed me. That no time to discuss all details. So, by his blessing and these 3 personalities' blessing, I am here. So, if he would not order that you don't do Maya service, you do Mahaprabhu service and Radhakrishna service, maybe I would not present here now. Understand? So, when he ordered, I accepted his order also. I did not hesitate to, if I lose service, I will lose money, etc. No. Because it told, Ajna Gurunam Yavicharani. What Gurudev ordering, he will be blessed. So when I accepted his order, then I got his blessing. And how personality he has, that there are many things to discuss, but already more than 41.
One.
Volvo. In Helsing's Lido. Volvo. In Helsing's Lido. Volvo.
Okay. Your name?
My name is Bihari.
Huh?
Bihari.
Bihar.
Bihari.
Bihari. Bihari.
Oh, Bihar. Bihar.
Bihari.
Okay. Okay. Bihar.
So,
Thank you.
I was with Bhakti Guru Rama Maharaj. It was known
Yeah.
in
Now I-
Delhi, and
Delhi
I
now.
met Dr. Maharaj.
You met him?
It's a nice devotion.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Maharaj,
Huh?
we started very late. We didn't start at 10. We started, like 11:45.
But since then we are continuing till now. But already too late. Har Prasad.
Still offering.
Huh? Still offering, okay?
Yeah.
But we had breakfast late also.
Yeah, breakfast is late, so no
Oh,
problem.
no problem.
No problem?
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
Then okay, well, we can continue. So, when I saw our Guru Maharaj, then his personality was very attractive. Because whatever he was speaking, he was practicing also. He was very renunciant. I did not see him, he is using the sack like one. Nowadays everyone is using. But when I came and saw him, he was like sannyas dress only. My boy was in Jogapur, no shirt, no t-shirt, no full shirt, kurta. Nowadays we are all India, everyone we are using. But I did not see him. He was always looking like sannyas. Never no clothes, nothing. Very renunciant. And when I came, how he was traveling I saw. He was traveling not by the luggage, big bags like that. When I was looking, he was traveling with the, the rice bag and the potato bag. Potato bag after using and the rice bag.
Burlap.
Huh?
It's made of burlap
Yeah.
for the vegetables.
No, this bag, with different varieties of company now, standard company. No, this bag, which we are putting in checking. Like, he has no checking bag. But that bag which is tied by rope. And he's all sannyasi cloth, all belongings, all bedding, everything he was putting inside and tying by the rope. And putting on the shoulder. Putting on the shoulder and he was traveling in the train. But at the same time, he was not buying any train ticket. Then Titi was asking from there. Titi was asking, train ticket in the train. Titi was asking, oh, where is your ticket? I witnessed. So he was asking, Titi was asking, where is ticket? Then our Guru was asking, are you not looking me? You have common sense or not? Why we are bound to make your eye down? So he was not, we are bound to make your eye down. So he was not fearing to even Titi. So you should have common sense. You should not ask, yeah, you are telling, you should not ask sadhu, any sadhu ticket. Sadhus, they have given up everything. So they have given up everything for Krishna, for doing bhajan. Why you are asking ticket to them? Then Titi was silent, nothing, no problem. You are letting. So like this, he was very energetic and not, and he was bound to do this also. The Titi, why? Really, he has nothing. Then you are thinking, I cannot. If you ask us, I cannot get anything from it. Because no pocket, nothing. There are no pocket, only like this. This is a Jogopoto. Sunny, this is Jogopoto. And this is open body. No pocket. So he said, no pocket, no money. So if he asks only, he will sustain me. So better if other people also will help you. Because why you are asking sadhu? He has no money, then that man will give. So like this, he was very renunciant also. And he was always traveling with this bag, a potato bag and rice bag. But when our Gaurapada became the servant, then we forced him. We forced him without his knowledge. We bought the bag And without his knowledge, sometimes we were using the kurta and t-shirt for traveling. But he was unwillingly taking that when going to travel. But his desire was not to use this. Because he was maintaining what sannyasi. According to sannyasi, he was staying. Very renounced. All Gaudiya they know this. That's why all our Guru Maharaj one day told in front of in Jagannath Puri when I was messaging his lotus feet, he said, I have done service of all disciples of Bhakti and Saraswati Sankirtan. He has done service of all disciples of Bhakti and Saraswati. More with the Bhakti Raka Siddhar Devasya Maharaj and with Bhakti Pragan Kesava. So he was very renounced and he was not sleeping more. Not sleeping more. Always he was waking up to 2 a.m. 2 a.m. After 2 a.m. you will not find him on the bed. Every day, that is regular. And what one, like our Bhaktadev Prabhu were telling, and Bhaktas Prabhu also, Bhaktas Prabhu also witnessed that our Guru Maharaj did not lose Mangalarti single day continuously 70 years. 70. 70 years he never lost Mangalarti, which we cannot do this. You can attend Mangalarti few months or few years, but you cannot continue like that. But he, in his sadhu life, when he was present in this Prakat Leela, continuously he attended Mangalarti 70 years, beginning of Gaudiya Math. When he came to Gaudiya Math, till continuously 7 years he attended Mangalarti. That's why our acharyas are very strict for Mangalarti. That is also I saw in our Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami. I witnessed also and I heard also those who were witnessing about his Mangalarti. You see, when our Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj was in Rup Sanatana Gaudiya Math, he was coming every day to Mangalarti. If any Brahmachari or Sannyasi not coming to Mangalarti, he was watching. After Mangalarti, he was watching who came, who did not come. He knows, because there were not so many Brahmachari, limited. Now due to Western preaching, now more. But that time, it is easy to remember how many Brahmacharis, how many Sannyasis in Sanatana Gaudiya Math. Because it is not uncountable. The number was countable. So he was able to remember how many Brahmacharis are here, staying in Rup Sanatana Gaudiya Math, and how many Sannyasis are staying. And he was memorizing all Brahmachari Sannyasi names. So when he was attending Mangalarati, then he was watching which Sannyasi came, which Brahmachari came, which Sannyasi absent, which Brahmachari is absent in Mangalarati. So after end of the Mangalarati and after Parikrama, he was able to remember which Brahmachari did not come. Then he was going to that room. And that room, he was making knocking. After knocking, then Brahmachari was thinking, maybe someone calling. He was not thinking that Gurudev is coming. So when knocking, then he opened. At that when he opened, he saw the Gurudev very careful. At that time, what Gurudev was telling you, no? By Danda he was beating. What you are doing here? Sleeping now. Now is Mangalarati, you are sleeping here. So he is beating by Danda.
So you get cry by the asana.
Huh? Sorry?
You get cry by the asana.
Yes, because our Bhakti and Narayana Goswami are also very strict for Mangalarati. Our Guru Maharaj is also very strict in Mangalarati. If any Brahmachari Sannyasi is not coming to Mangalarati, he was chastising heavily in front of everyone during the class. That's why our godmothers, they were very careful. If Guru Maharaj in Mangalarati, they are absent. Then they will not show him face till whole day. Because if he sees who is absent, he will chastise heavily. And in front of everyone. That's why very careful. I saw Narayana Goswami Maharaj also, our Guru Maharaj was chastising, but Narayana Goswami Maharaj was beating by Danda. Even more than him.
Sometimes he would throw water.
Sorry? Huh?
Sometimes
Yeah, I am going to speak that. I am going to speak that. Yeah. So, this happened today, and the other day, when after Mangalarti, when he saw that some door is, some brahmachari are absent, then he was able to know who is absent, then he was going to that room. And when he was, after beating by danda, when this news was spreading to other brahmachari. Oh, today Gurudev came and he was beating me by his danda. Then all brahmachari who were lazy and not attending Mangalarti, they were discussing what to do. They were making plan what? Now today we will switch on the light, and we will not lock the door. So Gurudev will think that we attended Mangalarti and we are not sleeping because light is on. So that plan they were making. But Gurudev is more clever than them. So after Mangalarti he was coming. When he saw that light is on and door is open. So Brahmadev was thinking that he will not come inside because light is on. Means he already woke up and he is attended the Mangalarti. But Gurudev was very intelligent. He was a policeman before also. So he know how to give punishment to the criminals. He has the habit of giving punishment. So now when he saw that light is on and door is open, then by danda he was pushing. When door was open, then he saw that brahmachari is sleeping. And when brahmachari is sleeping, he was not making any sound. He was telling to other brahmachari to bring bucket of water. And when brahmachari is sleeping, he was putting the bucket of water on his bed. Putting the bucket of water on his bed so that it becomes wet, and when he was looking to Gurudev, then he was Kinkarte Bimura. Kinkarte Bimura, he doesn't know what to do now. Because Gurudev is present and now full of water on the bed. So like this he was, after that he was chastised. So he was also very, I saw many similarities with our Gurudev and Guru Narayana Goswami about Mangalarti. He was, our Guru Maharaja also very strict. And Bhakti Narayana Goswami Maharaj is very strict about Mangalarti. Second is Hari-katha. Hari-katha. If anyone is absent in Hari-katha, our Guru Maharaj is very angry. Similarly, our Narayana Goswami Maharaj is also very angry. If anyone is absent in Hari-katha, he was chastising. He was very fond of Hari-katha. And he was giving training how to become speaker also. So that's why he was always instructing and ordering to other brahmacharis and sannyasis to speak about glories of different acharyas and Vaishnavas and Goswamis on their appearance day and disappearance day. Till now going on that day. And he is the only one who is celebrating disappearance day ceremony of Rupa Goswami in Vrindavan. Very big festival of Rupa Goswami. Normally other places they are not doing like this. He was doing 3 days, 3 days continuously. I was witnessing this when I was in Vrindavan. So he was very strict about Hari-katha. If Hari-katha one is absent, then he was very, very angry. That's why brahmachari sannyasis they were fearing him. And it is very important to know that especially in Kali-yuga, Harinam, Hari-katha should be prominent. If Hari-katha and Harinam is not prominent and Sadhusam not prominent, then Bhakti will come weak. You try to practice other links, but if you have no taste for Hari-katha, if you have no taste for Harinam, and if you have no taste for Sadhusanga, then your sadhana is very weak. Whatever you try to test it, you cannot be strong. Those are very strong in Hari-katha. There are those who are very strong in Harinam. Those who are very strong in the association of sadhu, they become very strong in devotion. Because these are the prominent limits of devotion. If anyone regularly chanting Harinam, regularly listening Hari-katha, and regularly associating with sadhus, he will never fall down. He will never fall down. Those who are lacking these three, they will fall down. Because in Kali-yuga, Harinam, Hari-katha, Sadhusanga is very powerful. Other limbs are powerful but not like this. That's our Gosvami and Gosvami both told, Jadyape Kalo Anya Bhakti Kartavya Tadapi Sankirtanacha Bhakti Sanjogani. Although in different scriptures, different limbs of devotion are instructed to practice. So our Gosvami studied all scriptures. Then he collected all limbs of devotion. And he put all together in one. That is in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Gosvami said there are 64 limbs of devotion. So, out of 64 limbs of devotion, any devotee can practice any limb, no problem. All limbs can give you perfection. There are some devotees who are interested to practice many limbs. Some devotees are interested to practice 2-3 limbs. Some devotees are interested to practice one limb only. All are okay. All limbs can give you perfection. But in Kali we should be careful. In Kali other limbs if you accept, but if you neglect Harinam and Hari-katha, you cannot get perfection. Jadyapi Kalu, in Kali Anya Bhakti means other limbs of devotion you will practice, you can practice, but with Harinam Sankirtanacha Sanjog, with the addition of Harinam and Hari-katha. If you know Harinam, no Hari-katha, you practice other limbs of devotion, you cannot be perfect. Difficult to get perfection. Because the license for Kali Yuga is Harinam and Hari-katha. Kirtan. So, Kirtan means not only chanting Harinam. Kirtan means Hari-katha is Kirtan. Like, who is Kirtanacharya? Kirtanacharya is Namacharya Haridas Thakur. A second Kirtanacharya is Hari-katha Kirtan. Means Sukadeva Goswami. Our Goswami telling in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, quoting from scripture, Puranas quotation, that telling, Prahlada Swarane Sravane Parikit. Sravane Parikit. By listening Acharya is Parikit Maharaj. Then Kirtan Acharya, Kirtane Vyasati. Means the son of Vyasa, Parikit Maharaj. Parikit Maharaj is Kirtan Acharya. Sukadeva Goswami is Kirtan Acharya. Sravana Acharya, listening Acharya is Parikit Maharaj. Kirtan Acharya is Sukadeva Goswami. Now we can think, oh, Sukadeva Goswami is Kirtan, how possible? He did not do Kirtan. He was speaking Hari-katha only. Bhagavad-katha to Parikit Maharaj. He was not doing Kirtan like we are doing. Then how Sukadeva Goswami became Kirtan Acharya? Then Rupa Goswami is wrong? Or Vyasadeva is wrong? No. Vyasadeva is not wrong. Even Rupa Goswami is not wrong. We are wrong to understand. So, Kirtana means not only Harinam Sankirtan. Kirtana means Harinam Kirtan and Hari-katha Kirtan. Both. So, if speaking Hari-katha is Hari-kirtan. And chanting Harinam also Hari-kirtan. Both are Kirtan. So, Kirtan means Harinam Kirtan and Hari-katha Kirtan. Both. So, in Kali Yuga, if one is not practicing Harinam and Hari-katha and practicing other limb of devotion, difficult to become perfect. Impossible to get perfection. Why? Kali Yuga Dharma is not other limb. Kali Yuga Dharma is Kirtan. That is Hari-katha and Harinam. So, without Hari-katha, Harinam and Sadhu Sangha, if we practice other limbs of devotion, in Kali Yuga, impossible to give perfection. But if you add with the Harinam Hari Sankirtan and other limb of devotion, all will give you best result. Like you are putting 1 0, then again 2 0, 3 0, like this 0 0 0. How many zeros you put? What will be the result? 0. You write 0 0 0 plus 0 0 plus 0 0 0 0. How many you write? The conclusion and result will be 0. Then 0 has no value. But that 0 will have a value if you are clever enough. How? Just before 0 put 1.
Before 0, you put 1. Then you put 1 0, 10. If you put double 0, 100. If you put triple 0, 1000. So 10 times 10, if you put 1 0, 10 times will increase more and more value. But if you know 1 before 0, then how many 0 put, all will become 0. Similarly, in Kali Yuga, if you know Harinam, know Hari-katha, how many you do, all become 0. No good result. So Harinam means there is no difference between Harinam and the name form quality pastimes of Krishna. So Hari-katha, Harinam and Krishna, 3 are identical. Harinam, Hari-katha and Krishna, 3 are identical. So if you put this one like Krishna, his name and his katha, then put 0, any other link of devotion or any other activity, all will become multiplied time value. Like if 1, then put 0, 10. If other 0, then 10 times more. If other 0, 10 times more. Similarly, if you put at the center left side, Krishna means Harinam, Hari-katha. Then other link. Out of the 64 links of devotion, whatever you put, it will give you 10 times more like 0. If one link, 10. If other link, 100 times. If one more link, then 1000. Like this it will increase. But if you don't put 1, then all 0 become 0. Similarly, if you don't put Harinam and Hari-katha, then other link become like 0. Not so good value in Kali Yuga. Because Kali Yuga dharma is Harinam Sankirtan. So that's why our Acharyas, our Guru Vargas, they introduce this because they know this. In Kali Yuga, Harinam, Hari-katha is most important. That's why you will see at the beginning of our any program. You see in all volume, at the beginning of our any program, what they are doing? Kirtan. Our Guru Vargas says, what they are doing? Oh, start Kirtan first. Before doing any program, do Kirtan. If no sufficient time also, yes, 5 minutes do Kirtan. If no 5 minutes also, then one time Mahamantra. Because Harinam is necessary. Without Harinam, other links cannot give you perfection in Kali Yuga. So, our Acharyas, they are very well versed about scripture. That's why they introduced it to do Harinam Kirtan always. Even in Hari-katha, before Hari-katha Kirtan, what to speak other program. Hari-katha also Harinam itself, but still before Hari-katha Kirtan, so become more glorious. And we will lack nothing and become more powerful. That's why our Guru Maharaj, I saw Narayana Goswami Maharaj also very fond of Harinam and Hari-kirtan. Both Hari-katha and Hari-kirtan. Means Hari-katha and chanting Harinam. And a sadhu song. These 3 are more prominent. So if we continue at least Harinam, Hari-katha and sadhu song, then you will see our bhakti will sure improve day by day. But if you try to test it, just don't associate with any sadhu. And yes, if you want to test, you can test it, just stop associating with sadhu. And stop chanting Harinam. And stop chanting, listening Hari-katha. Then you will become crazy. After few days you will become crazy. Your mind will not work. You will be attracted towards Maya. Very easily. Very easily. Just if you want to test, you test it. Very easily Maya will attract you. But if you are chanting Harinam, listening Hari-katha always, and associating with the devotees and listening Hari-katha always, then Maya will go away. Yesterday I was telling, like Krishna Surya Sama, Maya Hoy Andhakar. Jahan Krishna Tahanai, Maya Andhakar. Krishna is like sun. Maya is like darkness. So as long as sun is there, darkness is impossible. Now you see sun is here, so darkness cannot come. When sun will set, then darkness will come. Similarly, where is the Krishna? There will be no Maya. If Maya is coming means we should know that there is no Krishna. In presence of Krishna, Maya cannot be present. So if Maya is coming, Maya is attracting means we should know that Krishna is not present. So to avoid Maya, to defeat Maya, to be freed from clutches of Maya, the simplest, easiest and powerful process is keep Krishna always with you. If Krishna will be there, Maya will not come. So how to put Krishna always? Chant his name. Listen his glories. Name, form, quality and pastimes of Krishna. And stay always with the sadhu sangha. Then Maya cannot come. You see, if you do these three in your life, then you will have no downfall. Your bhakti will always improve. That's why these three are very, very important to improve bhakti always. Three. Other limbs you practice or no practice, no big problem. If you can add, it can be multiplied times your result. By addition, you will get that result also. But if you have no ability to practice, you cannot add, no problem, no harm. But these three are important. One is sadhu sangha always. Don't lose sadhu sangha. And the second is harinam. Don't stop harinam. And third is hari-katha. Always listen hari-katha. Then it is guaranteed that Maya cannot affect you. And it is guaranteed that no one can do any harm to you also. If anyone will do any harm, they will be doing it. For example, Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was always chanting Harinam, especially remembering Lord Krishna. So when he was remembering all of Krishna means he was present with Krishna. Then most powerful demon by whose sound three worlds were trembling, Hiranyakashipu. So in front of Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj was looking nothing. Because he was only 5 years boy, who was his son. But conqueror of 3 worlds, Hiranyakashipu tried to do harm of Prahlad Maharaj. Could he do anything? Why? Due to power of Harinam, power of Bhakti, power of Krishna. Because Prahlad Maharaj was always with Krishna. And if one is with Krishna, Maya cannot come. Like if sun is there, darkness cannot come. Similarly, if Krishna is there, Maya cannot come. And Prahlad Maharaj was always with Krishna. So, Hiranyakashipu's all endeavor of Maya were unable to do anything. So, to become powerful and strong enough, especially in Kali, we need always sadhu sangha. And Hari-katha and Harinam. These three are most important. If we continue this, then our bhakti and devotional people will grow day by day. So I witnessed this from our Guru Maharajas and especially our Bhakti Narayana Goswami Maharaja. They were very fond of this. That's why you see, he was always keeping Krishnadas Guru, even for Western preaching. When he went to West also, he do Krishnadas Guru for Kirtan. Because Kirtan is important and Hari-katha always. And Sadhu Sangha. So, what was his instruction mostly? Oh, you have to associate with the high class devotee. You have to associate with the high class devotee. Means association always. If no association of high class devotee, the bhakti will not improve. If you stay alone, difficult to improve bhakti. Always need association of higher devotee to improve the bhakti. So, association is important. Then in the association of sadhu, Hari-katha. Then Harinam. Then nobody can stop our improvement and bhakti. So these I bring. These I witnessed from our Guru Maharaj and S.C. Bhakti Narayana Goswami. So they were paying more attention to Hari-katha, Harinam, Sadhu Sangha and Mangalarti. Mangalarti. Why? You see, Mangalarti, if we attend, it is beneficial. Mangala means what? Auspicious. So, if we don't attend Mangalarti, our auspiciousness will not start. So, where there is Mangalarti facilities, temple is there. If some place no Mangalarti, that is different. If temple is there, Mangalarti is going on, we should try to attend Mangalarti. Because by attending Mangalarti, what will happen? Our Mangala will start. How day is start? Day is starting from morning. Day is starting from morning, and morning shows the day. From morning we can know what will be the day. Because if it is a cloudy or a good day or a bad day, we can know after looking the morning. Similarly, from morning What will be our day, we can know. If we are attending Mangalarti means our day will be better. If we could not attend Mangalarti means day is not better. Because Mangal starts, auspicious starts, good starts by attending Mangalarti. That's why our acharyas, they paid Mangalarti attention also. I have heard from many of our acharyas that Mangalarti is almost in Gaudiya Math, Mangalarti is mandatory to attend. Mandatory to attend. If you are lazy, neglecting, nowadays nobody will tell you. Because big personalities, powerful personalities, they left this world. So now almost all are independent. So if anyone tell us you listen or don't listen, no big problem now. But before, when our Guru Vargas were present, they were very strict and all were under their guidance. Supreme authority was there. So if anyone is not attending, have punishment, chastisement. So all were fearing. But now punishment is different. So if you attend, nobody will tell. If you don't attend, nobody will tell. That's why we should be very careful now. Why? Now we are not under proper guidance. If we are not careful, then problem. We can commit mistake. And that mistake can cause our downfall. Before, it was very difficult to fall down. Before, few years before, when our Guru Vargas were present, it was very difficult to fall down. Why? They were guiding us. They were taking care of us. They were, from beginning of day, they were taking care. From Mangalarti, they were paying attention towards us. That's why you see how our Guru Vargas was 70 years, he did not lose single Mangalarti in Gaudiya Math. It is not easy. Continuous 70 years. He attended a Mangalarti, he spoke himself. I attended a Mangalarti 70 years in Gaudiya Math. He was in this planet 97 years. 97. So out of 97 years, he attended a Mangalarti 70 years. You see. So it is not easy.
One of my senior god sisters shared her experience that she has some health problems, and she said, whatever time you get up, it's 4 o'clock in the morning somewhere in Krishna's Leela. So she would have Mangalarti even at the wrong time, rather than, don't do Mangalarti. And also sometimes families, women have small children who are sick, and so many things can happen. So what do you think, Maharaj?
Yes. If you are staying in the temple, try to attend in the temple Mangalarti. If sometime we are unable to stay in the temple, then at least we should try our own house. Then also we will get the result. The purpose is we should wake up as quick as possible. Our waking up should be earlier sunrise. Earlier to sunrise. We should greet the sun like welcome, because Bhuvana Bhaskar is giving light to whole universe. Yeah. So before, for example, one guest is coming and you are closing the door and sleeping, then it is disrespect to the guest. We are inviting a guest, when guest is knocking the door but we are sleeping, then guest will not be happy. And when we are not respecting guest, we cannot be happy. So before guest arrival, we should be ready, open our door. So he will be very happy. Similarly, sun god is like our guest. He is rising. Before he is rising, we should be ready. So those who are sleeping after sunrise, it is not good for health, not good for mind, not good for society, not ideal for others. Anyhow, before sunrise we should wake up. Then it is very good for health. Though you see, those who are sleeping after sunrise long time, they will have big problem in body. And those who are sleeping after sunrise long time, guaranteed they will have constipation. According to Ayurveda. According to Ayurveda, those who are sleeping after sunrise few hours more, means sun is rising at 6 o'clock or 6:30 or 6:10, it depends according to season. But at least after 6, sun is rising. So after sunrise, if you sleep how many hours more and more, your constipation will be more and more. According to Ayurveda. According to Ayurveda, according to Ayurveda, the constipation will be more and more. There is reason also. I am not telling all this in time. So, it is, if you want to keep your health healthy, keep from disease, we should wake up before sunrise. Those who are waking up before sunrise, they will become less sick. You try to see and test also. Those who are waking up before sunrise, they will have less sickness. Those who are waking up after sunrise, they will become more sick. The reason of scripture is there and reason of Ayurveda also. So, our Acharyas, that's why they introduce Mangalarati. If you are attending Mangalarati means you cannot sleep till sunrise. So our Acharyas, Gurus, they are very good well-wisher of us. They know that we are Baddha-jiva. We can commit a mistake. So for our benefit, they introduce a Mangalarati. So if you attend Mangalarati, you cannot sleep till sunrise. You have to wake up early. If you don't wake up early, then you cannot attend Mangalarati. If you attend Mangalarati means you will not sleep till sunrise. You have to wake up Brahma Muhurta. So, which is beneficial for body, mind, and morning time is best for practice. Because morning time mind is very considerate. You cannot thinking here and there. After sunrise, mind will go many places. You see, before sunrise, mind is more concentrated. Because after sunrise, power is coming from outside. Then mind is going outside. Then become hot. When mind become hot, then tension. When mind is cooled down, we are peaceful. So, logically also, and scripturally also, and by instruction of our Guru also, all are wanting to wake up early in the morning. So those who are waking up early in the morning and practicing, morning practice will be more concentrated and more joyful. Because after sunrise, mind will be disturbed, we will count the number only, but no concentration, no relishment. Because after that, disturbance will come. After sunrise, all will wake up. Family members, where you are staying, all your friends, everything will wake up and start talking. Start talking. When talking, your thinking will stop. When talking, then your concentration will lose. But if waking up Brahma Muhurta, all are sleeping. Then no one is there to disturb you. So like this, it is more beneficial. And our Acharyas, Gurus, they taught us this. And I saw, because I was traveling with our Guru Maharaj and staying from beginning of my spiritual life till his disappearance in 1997. So in 2009. In 2009, I took initiation from him in 1989. 1989 I took initiation. So 1989 to 2009, how many years?
20.
20 more.
1999.
89,
20 years.
30.
Huh? 20 years I was staying continuously. So I witnessed also. Yeah. I witnessed also that he was waking up even 2 o'clock already. After 2 o'clock, whenever I was entering to his room, I saw he was sitting always. I did not see he sleeping. After 2, he will not sleep anymore. That's why he never lost Mangalarati. Because he was, and no Mangalarati will be before 2. Always after 4. All Gaudiya Mathura, they do Mangalarati after 4 or 4:30. ISKCON doing 4. And Gaudiya Mathura, they are doing after 4:30. And he is waking up always 2. So no chance to do it. This is the one of the reason that he never lost Mangalarti because he was always ready after 2 a.m. Whenever I was going before Mangalarti to do Dandavata, always sitting chanting Hari. So before Mangalarti, he was completing almost many of his rounds. And after that Mangalarti, then Stava, Stuti, Ashtakas. So from Mangalarti till 9 o'clock, continuously about observation Radha Krishna, our Guru Maharaja. And he never stopped recitation of Bhagavatam also. Ashtakas, Ashtakas, different Ashtakas, Stavas, Stutis, praise of Radharani, Krishna, Mahaprabhu, Goswami. He was always sending this Rasakunda Ashtaka, Govardhana Ashtaka, Govardhana Vasa Pratana, Shampuna Ashtaka, Vrindavan Ashtaka, always, every day. And the recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, even during traveling in flight also. Because I was traveling with him, so I was witnessing. Wherever he was going, he was taking all his books to recite me, and Bhagavatam also. Because we were carrying, so I was witnessing. So he never stopped or Tavastuti also. So already more than 2, he has so many glories, but today is blessing that we could able to discuss about him from Puspanjali till now. It was his father's blessing. So by his blessing we are here and we engage our mind in the listening of his name for quality and past tense. So it is his father's mercy. So today on his disappearance day, we will pray at his lotus feet so that he will shower his merciful blessings by which we will be qualified to improve our bhakti and to attain the servitorship or darshan of Mahaprabhu and Radharani simultaneously. Telling this, let me stop here. Ansarvatulajya Kripa Sindhya Patitanam Pavanyam Vaishnavyyo Namo. I just gave some hints only. Even did not start his birthday. Just gave some introduction. I have experience of how many I told? 20 years. 20 years witnessing of his pastime. So in future, whenever possible, we will discuss it. So today he gave the opportunity and the blessing to start to discuss in name for quality fasting. Today fasting, that is also at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Gauranga, beginning of Navadip Parikram. So it is his causeless mercy, and by his causeless mercy I am here also. I told you, unless you instruct me that you don't do Maya service, you do the service of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna, Puri and Vaibhava. So then I accepted that instruction and gave up. That's why I got his blessing. And how he was very merciful, I witnessed in his past time when I was traveling with him. That in future, whenever time, we will discuss. I will stop here already. Going to 2:30, now Arati, then Lam Prasad. Ansarvatulajya Kripa Sindhya Patitanam Pavanyam Vaishnavyyo Namo. Jai Nitya Prishtom Vishnupada Paramahansa Astotra Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Gosvami Maharaja ki